viewers. This is FMEB2 here to bring you the latest video here. This is called Cowboy Bebop. You know, my favorite Cowboy Bebop episodes. As you remember, I only do 5 of my most favorite videos of all times. No matter how, if it's more episodes, I would still do my most favorite ones because when it starts to get to the end or not that far away from the end, those are still my favorite episodes. But I'm going to do that later on Bleach, but I'm going to take it from the top. From my most favorite episode is the first one. My most favorite episode is the Real Folk Blues Part 2, the Part 2 of it. Part 1, it was okay, but not as good as number 2. So that's my most favorite episode, which is left off with Spike and Julia having their reunion. They haven't seen each other in a while or so. And then when they start, they just talk to each other again. She was about to kill him, but I guess she couldn't. But then I guess Spike just told her that we don't have to do this anymore. We could just, go away from all of this. But it wasn't gonna be that easy. Not that long after, another person is caught in the crossfire besides his friend Jet. I forgot her name, but yeah, she looked pretty bad, like someone almost trying to cut her guts out or something. But she was cute. She kept holding. Yeah, she was kept holding on, and then after that she just died. And then the worst part comes to it is Julia, when she was shot, when they was doing their little shootout, fighting off the dragon, the syndicate. And then he just lost another person there, but he was most torn up about it. But that's what made him just start to go and come back full of guns. And then I think his name, this other guy, his brother, was killed earlier. But yeah, he helped Spike along before he was killed too. So that was like, more close friends, more old friends dying. And then after the final fight with Vicious, they just sort of, had that last breath or anything. But in my opinion, people, I really do not think he is. I just don't get it. It's just an unexplained ending. People just say leave it there. But there's always, something ahead. People wanna stop right there because people can be simple-minded. You anime fans can be so simple-minded sometimes when it comes to story. But me, I watch it. I take the deep meaning of it. I just like to go further and deeper into the story, of the whole explanation. Okay, my second favorite one is Ballad of the Fallen Angels. It's just kind of like this Spike and Faye connection there. It just tells you a lot how they really kind of like each other. I know Spike does, but he really doesn't, admit it. I think he was looking for Julia at the same time. And Faye was looking for one of the syndicate members. And then she ended up just looking at looking at his corpse. It was kind of horrible. He really had a bad, like his wife. He his throat was slit with a sword. I was like, man, he looked messed up right there. And then there was like one of them was trying to like kill Faye. I don't know if they was trying to contact Spike for some kind of cash or money. No negotiation, but he just came, there and saved her. They were just like this opera singing, and that was one of the most beautiful parts of it. It looked like the same place that he supposedly died, but he was just drifting, falling off the window of this church. It was like a first fight with him. No, it wasn't really a first fight. It was just, some awesome battle there too. It's kind of similar to Real Folks Blues Part 2. I mean, the Real Folk Blues. I keep putting folks with the S in it. Okay, my third one is Hard Luck Woman. It's when the beginning when Edward's father, comes looking for her. It's to me why I say this is one of my episodes is it's a very sad and touching story right there. Faye still trying, still is trying to find herself, and she found one of her friends, which is so much older than her, and she couldn't believe who she was seeing. She was pretty much trying to, find who she were, but luckily her real name is Faye so far. There's still no confirmation on Valentine, but Faye is her name officially. And then said at the end that Edward had to leave. She also found herself too, and she was going to travel to her father. And then before she left, she sent them a message. And her little friend Ian wanted to go with her. She didn't want him to go first, but then at the end, they left out together. And to see the faces of Edward's crew members, it was kind of sad, but they was, trying to get over it at the same time, because I know Edward in, the Cowboy Bebop series, she was a very, helpful piece of the puzzle. Okay, my fourth one is Gatorade Elegy. I think I got that right. I was worried in the beginning of writing the episode down. I was gonna have trouble with it. It's about when Jet finds his past. He has, he meets up with an old lover called Lisa. That's what I think her name is, or Lisa. No, most likely it's an A before the L and everything else. And they were just talking, about the past. And then he finds out that she has a new love, and he wasn't looking too happy about it. He didn't like the whole situation, but at the same time, there was a bounty on her new boyfriend, and it was like it was just gonna take a bitter turn for the worse for them both. It was gonna get harder. And then Spike finally, catched up with the fugitive too, but Jet said, he's gonna take this down for himself. And let's see, after he shoots down the boat or something, they had like a final confrontation. Like the reason that she left them because she was tired of being tired of him treating her like a child. And at the end, it felt like, they still had hope together. Because I really know most likely. I mean, I don't know what kind of woman, was they through just waiting for a convict to come out. I'm sorry, but pretty much when he's in there, it is over. I'm sorry to say to you girls waiting for your little boyfriends in jail, but it's pretty much over when he's in there because you might don't know what's gonna happen. Yes, I'm trying to be funny. Okay, my fifth one and my last one for now is John with Edward. And this is my favorite episode is when they first met Edward because she's a very interesting character and she's a great hacker. She can hack into anything. She can hack into planes or any other communications. I mean, the first time she did that, like, hacked into, this plane. I think, it was some kind of aircraft. And then she crashed it. The surprised look on the police faces. It was like, what the hell? At the same time, the crew was trying to look for this person. I mean, look for her because they thought she kind of had a bounty on her head. I know it was most likely they was looking for her for a bounty. Let's see what, okay, and she finally contacted them. If she was telling them where to go. And then she met, this friend. There was a CPU. She made friends with him, and she wanted the crew to help him. I don't know if it's some sort of reason. I think so she can, be friends with him in a simple computer. One of her computers, I guess. And I think it was a very dangerous situation because all these satellites start coming up and just lining up like, wow. They was gonna have some trouble there. They started lighting up. I think Spike, Faye, and Jet. The crew was pretty much the crew was in the whole operation. I think it was something to disable something to retrieve it. Yeah, I don't know what happened. The friend just kind of deactivated. And let's see. Faye kind of promised Edward that she would join them. And then when Faye tried to make a getaway, she just brought, the Cowboy Bebop ship just back to her. She said, a promise is a promise. That's what I remember. And then she became, the member of the crew. But Spike wasn't happy about it. Let's see, he said he was telling Jay that, do you know what I can stand? It was like, see, pets, kids, and women with attitude. And that was the end of the episode. So this has been FMAB Tubo. I'm glad to talk to you about my favorite episodes. I see you on the next one. So I have, watch my other videos and please subscribe. This has been FMAB Tubo again.